Squad, what's up, guys? So I have missed you guys so much. I feel like I've been having some separation anxiety from my Taurians. So I apologize for the delay, guys. Life got in the way. I don't know if you guys saw the post I made, but my damn cat ran away. So that was a huge deal. Me and Eli were just sitting there and crying, and I'm just like, I cannot read today because I need to find this cat. This cat is like my heart and soul, and I can't believe I'm so attached to this damn cat. But we did end up finding him just a few hours later, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure where he was. He just popped up in a room that he wasn't in. So I can't even tell you where my cat was. I can't tell you if he even made it outside, but we found him. So let's see what's going on, squad. So this is going to be your April reading. This is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Okay. So let's see what's going on in the life of Taurus. Now, this is going to be general, guys. Whatever pops up, okay? What is going on for the sign of Taurus? Past, present, and future. And the deck I'm about to use, guys, it's a brand new deck. It's called the Healing Tarot. So let's see how this works out. I actually bought it for a friend of mine, and it looks so beautiful, and I decided to buy myself one as well. So let's see what's going on here. What's going on for the sign of Taurus? Past, present, and future. I wonder if the sound of shuffling puts anyone else to sleep, because that's why sometimes I have to stop reading, because it's so therapeutic for me that I just like pass out as I'm doing readings. But I promise I will not do that now. Alright, let's see what's going on, squad. So the energy that we have here is the Emperor in the reverse, okay? So with the Emperor in the reverse, for some of you, you could be dealing with an Aries or a Virgo off bat that is maybe being dishonest, wearing, a mask, just, having something up their sleeve. Another, way that you could look at the Emperor in the reverse is this could be someone, whether it's you or someone that you're dealing with, someone who's usually right and everything that they do, and they've gotten to a level in life where they're just naturally very respected with what they do. But in this case, they're trying to push something that's not right. So think of, a grandparent or something that's been through wars and that's been through heartbreaks and all this stuff, and it's like you can't tell them nothing. They're going to do whatever it is that they feel is right, but this time, granny or grandpa, they're wrong. So it's going to be hard to kind of let them know that they're wrong. All right, behind that, we do have the Four of Wands. So a decision that you guys make, you have the Two of Swords behind that, but a decision that you make that is going to really stabilize you, but there's going to be a sense of imbalance with the secret that could come out and something that you see as a waste of time and effort. So let's see how this story is going to progress. Now, the first card that you guys have for the past is the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So if there's anything difficult, any sort of betrayal or a heartbreak that happened, you're finally getting over it. You're getting to a place where you feel more at ease about what you went through. Okay? And you have the Magician. So with the Magician, you're in a place that you realize that anything you want to manifest in life is already within you. You don't need any outside sources. You're able to do whatever it is that you need here. And you have the Two of Pentacles. So you're getting over something that could have been difficult. You know that you have the potential to make anything happen. And you're really just trying to find that balance in your life at this point. All right, you have the Five of Wands in the reverse, so if there's any drama, any bullshit, you completely just let that go, and your focus is on stability. The next card that you guys have for the past is the Nine of Wands. All right, so with the Nine of Wands here, you guys are really being resilient. You're putting in a lot of work, a lot of effort. And I love that, it's somebody lifting because, I've been getting into my workout stuff lately, so I like that. So, yeah, just someone who's able to put up with a lot. They're able to really stand in the face of adversity. And we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could mean a reconciliation with someone from the past. For singles, this could be you getting into a relationship. For others of you, whether it's you or somebody else that you're dealing with, there's someone here that it could be a leech, that could be really just drawing your energy in a negative way, but you're really just being resilient towards it. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So again, you guys are in a place where you're trying to find balance. You're being very resilient. You're being very strong. but you're still in a place where you don't feel like you have found the path that is truly feasible for what it is that you want to accomplish or what it is that you want to do. Okay, so you're kind of at that standstill, but it's not because you lack anything. It's because you're being really, really smart about it, and it's like you're playing out every scenario that could happen. And if you see too many loopholes, or if you see things that are just wrong, you just don't want to take that path. So you guys are being extra cautious because you want to avoid potential problems in the future. The last card that you have for the past is the Two of Wands. So you're very passionate about something. There's a path in life that you choose to take that your passion and your heart is just thrown behind it. All right, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So maybe with what you're passionate about, you have someone else in your life that is just really adding fuel to the fire. For some of you, maybe it's Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But someone here is just adding fuel to the fire. Someone here is making things worse than what they actually are. So, maybe you're going on a path that you're passionate about, but you're guarding it very, very closely, and you're scared of anything wrong happening. Or maybe you're passionate about something that someone is not in alignment with, okay? And you have the Two of Cups in the reverse. So for some of you, this could be causing problems in a relationship, or maybe you're arguing, but you're still very headstrong and, being the stubborn bull that you are, and just really wanting to move forward with this, okay? For others of you, you know what, honestly, guys, and I've been telling you, I'm so proud of you, Tauruses, because it's been such a strong transition that the Taurian has been going through, where, to be frank, you're going to be doing whatever you want to do, even if that means pissing someone off or having to drop someone for a little while, because with the Devil card in the reverse, you're removing yourself from something toxic. 10 of Pentacles, Taurus is the strongest sign when it comes to money, so this is something that is going to bring you a shitload of abundance. With the King of Wands, maybe there's a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius involved, but I feel that, with the Two of Wands here, you're doing something that you're very passionate about and that you will be respected, okay? That you are going to make a big impact and no one's going to question your authority, okay? And the reason why you're able to have such a strong impact is because you're not selling a dream here. You're living it. You're being a product of what it is that you want to do. So that's why people are able to follow you without doubting you, okay? And you have the Justice card. So you're doing something here that's really good, that is really going to make you feel like you have a purpose, that you can really build. But with the Three of Swords, there could be some disappointment here, maybe a heartbreak. Again, I just feel like there's someone who's not on track with what it is that you want to do. In your present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Lover's card. So singles, you guys could be finding someone. If you guys are already in a relationship, this is things really getting strong and strengthening. For others of you that are in neither of those categories, this is you really coming into something that is going to be powerful for you. This could be you falling in love with yourself, which is the most beautiful form of love that anyone can have. This could be you going into a job or going into your purpose, something that you're truly meant to do. All right. And you have the Four of Pentacles. So you're guarding this dream, you're protecting this dream, but you're also establishing a very strong foundation for this as well. And you have the King of Swords in the reverse. So it's like you guys are growing, you're doing something powerful, but someone is not on board. Or it could be that you guys are taking on this energy. It could be an air sign, but with the King of Swords in the reverse, if you guys are taking on this energy, as opposed to it being malicious, I feel like you're just in a place where you're very stern. And if there's people in your life or things in your life that are not going to benefit you at this point, you're going to cut it out and you just don't want to hear about it. You're not interested. And I don't think it's out of, being selfish. It's just you have something to do and you don't want to be deterred right now. The next card here is the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is a card about anxiety, thinking too much, being in your head. But that's all it is. It's a mental card. You're usually creating things that don't even exist in your mind. So just make sure that you're not overthinking to a point where you're not being as productive as you should be. Okay, don't let your thoughts get the best of you. There's a big change happening here. Okay, and with the Tower card, it could be a good change. It could be a bad change. It's just going to be a 180 in your life, but something that's really going to shake, the ground that you're on. Okay, and you're worried. You're thinking about it a lot. And with the Temperance card in the reverse, there's a sense of imbalance that you feel within yourself. So for some of you, there's a change that maybe you don't like. Okay, it's making you feel imbalanced. For others of you, maybe you're doing something so big in life that now you have a lot to lose. So you're doing something big, you're growing in a great way, and it's just like, crap, now that I have all this, now that I'm working on all this, I would be devastated if I lost all this. So you have to see where where you fall. And you have the Four of Cups in the reverse. So you guys accept an offer, or you give an offer that's accepted that is going to change your life, but you're like, shit, can I do this? All right? And I think that you can. All right? We have the Star card here. So that's the last card for your present moment. So that's wish fulfillment. Whatever it is that you guys want. Don't stress yourself too much. You're going to get it. You'll be fine. Squad is coming here for the comeback this year, okay? And we have the Strength card. All right? You can handle the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're ready for this. Whatever's coming in, could it be a lot of work? Absolutely. Are you absolutely ready? Have you been through enough in life that this is something that you deserve now? Absolutely. The Hierophant in the reverse. Now, with the Hierophant in the reverse, this could be a fallout that you have with someone. It could be a dissolution of a relationship, a dissolution of a marriage. It could be a sense of unconventionality that you may be taking on in order to get what you want. But there's balance. There's just something that has to be given up on in order for you to get this. And you see clearly now. Okay, with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So again, you guys are not going to be deterred at all. There's something that you really want, and if somebody's against it, I feel like you guys are just going to disregard that person, no matter who they are to you. Okay, so you guys are really, really focused on the goal right now. Moving forward, the first card that you guys have is the Five of Pentacles. So this is either you guys leaving someone out in the cold, them leaving you out in the cold, but a form of rejection that could be happening, or a sense of financial loss. Okay, someone not feeling like they're as strong as they should be financially. And you have the Empress card in the reverse. So there's something that you're choosing not to move forward with, or something that you can't move forward with just yet. Maybe it's financial problems. But honestly, there's just something that doesn't move forward anymore. And you do this because you need balance. Okay, so there's something that's dropped, but for a lot of the Taurians, I feel like you're dropping something because you need balance right now, and you can't deal with something that's going to be a detriment to that balance that you need. Okay, and we have the King of Wands and the Four of Wands. So for some of you, maybe it's a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. For others of you, you're ready to take your position on the throne. Okay, and that's your decision. And if you have to cut someone off with the Eight of Wands in the reverse in order to get the Nine of Cups, which is complete and utter happiness, then you're going to do that. All right, so nothing's going to deter you. And that's what might cause problems. Someone might not be happy about the fact that you're being so strong-minded with what it is that you want. So why is this Ace of Swords in the reverse here? Because this is a card about conflict, arguing, people not listening to each other, just arguing. And there's something that you realize is a waste of time and effort. With the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and you have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So this air energy keeps coming up in the reverse. So it's like you guys are really trying to do something big, but there's someone who constantly gets bothered by what it is that you're trying to do. But what do you do anyways? You do it. Ace of Cups. You take on this new beginning. You take on something that's going to be very emotionally fulfilling, that's going to provide a lot in your life. And I feel like whatever it is that you guys want to do, you're doing it, and you're not going to look back. And if there's anybody who wants to hold you back, they're going to be left back as well. All right, so everything that I'm saying here, guys, it could be vice versa. So maybe you're on the short end of this, where somebody may leave you on the back burner in order to get what they really want. But whether it's you who's being left on the back burner, or whether it's a cross watcher that's watching this, and I feel like this has been my message for cross watchers for a while now, Taurus is ready to do something big. So if you truly love them and you truly care for them, you have to let them grow and, open their wings and fly, or else they're not going to be able to, they're not going to want to choose. If you have to make this person choose between their dream and between you, you're not going to win, okay? And we have the Four of Swords, where you guys are in a place where you're really, thinking critically. There's a new start, and you really just want to make sure that you're getting into this in a very good way, all right? And you have the Two of Swords. So you make the decision to focus. You make the decision to start something new that's going to be emotionally fulfilling, all right? And with the Knight of Wands, there could be a fire sign that, is involved in all of this. But For a lot of you, I just feel like you're onto something that's going to be big, that you're very passionate about, that you're really meant to do, and nobody's going to deter that, okay? So very, very awesome and powerful reading, squad. So let's see what's happening with the Earth Magic Oracle cards and what advice you need to hear. Okay, what card of advice does the sign of Taurus need to hear in April 2018? Alright guys, let's see what's going to pop out for squad. I think this is the only time that I let cards pop out on their own, because these messages always come in very, very strong. But I'm proud of you guys, because I know that the last few years for the Taurian have been particularly difficult, okay? And one thing that you guys have to know, if you feel like you've been getting the short end of the stick, it's because you're being prepared to do something so big. Okay, I always smile when I see someone in pain, because I know that they're being equipped to do something that is bigger than themselves, bigger than what they may be expecting. So just know that the same level of pain that you're going through is the same level of success that you're going to have if you allow, if you learn, and if you push forward with resilience. So here are your cards, guys. You have rebirth and you have passion. I can't even say much here. You guys are in a place where it's time to evolve. It's time to shed, the old skin that you had. And it's time to really go into something powerful where you're really going to make a name for yourself, where you're really going to make a strong statement. You're not willing to be on the back burner anymore. You're not willing to be quiet. You're not willing to watch others, succeed without you having a piece of that pie. So, Taurian, you guys are hitting hard right now. I feel like you're seeing things in a completely new light. And this is finally that place, because who was I talking to about this? I believe it was Libra. Okay, so if you guys want to watch the end of that video where I talk about the 5 steps of grief. So, in the beginning when we hear something, we're kind of in denial. And then we have that sense of anger. And then we have that sense of just really moping and being sad. And then finally we come into acceptance. And then finally we're able to move forward with that, okay? So that is what's happening for the Taurian right now. You guys have been through shit. People have been dragging you through the mud. You've been going through things that you don't feel is fair. And it's not just with me and my life experiences as a Taurian. Every Taurus that I have spoken to has been through unnecessarily hard crap. But it's because you had to get ready for what's going on now. You can't dominate and do something good in whatever it is that you're trying to build without going through something that's very painful, or without going through something that's very big. I don't know one person in life, whether it be personally or just stories that I read on the internet or in the news or in books. There's not one successful person out there that hasn't been through hell and back. So if you've been through that, know that you're chosen to do something big, something that's greater than you. And the beautiful thing about pain is that it really, really helps us to redirect our focus. Okay, because there could be times where it's like, it's not fair. Why am I going through this? But it takes getting everything that you don't want in life to finally be able to stand up for what it is that you know you deserve in life. Okay, if it wasn't for those people that hurt you, if it wasn't for those people that put you down, if it wasn't for those people that made you feel less than yourself, you wouldn't have this opportunity. Okay, and try not to hold any sort of resentment against people from the past or anything that may have hurt you. But even though I feel like you guys are way past that at this point, for a majority of you, this is actually something I told my son the other day because he was getting bullied at the gym daycare. I said, and it's just a very simple concept. When someone does something wrong to you, when someone hurts you, when someone makes you feel like less than who you are, it's because they are in pain. It is because they are not happy with themselves. A person who's in a good place, a person who's successful, a person who's doing well for themselves, who's completely confident in themselves, they're not going to talk shit. Okay? And if they do talk shit, it's going to be to your face, because they're real like that and they know what it takes to find success, and they're just trying to give you that constructive criticism. Okay, so if you guys feel like you've been put down and that, again, you've been stepped over and that you've just been the placemat this whole time, you needed that, because that was a wake-up call. That was you realizing, okay, you know, it sucks being at the bottom, so what does it feel like being at the top? And the good thing about going through pain and just going through this whole rebirth process is the fact that you can't, you know, things aren't going to hurt you as easily. So, you know, just with me and my past and everything that I went through, like I'm telling you guys, there was times I wanted to die, you know, and there's times that I just didn't want to live. And, you know, in the videos that I've posted, just when I was in a really dark place, like suicide was definitely at the forefront of my mind. It's something that I attempted 3 times. And thank God he would not let me die. He's like, no, girl, you got things to do. So get over this, look in the mirror, realize who you are, and keep it moving. But the fact that I went through all of that, the fact that I was sitting there and crying, and when I tell you guys that there was nights where I was crying in a bathroom, and I could tell you how many tiles were there. I could tell you all the scratches in the walls. You know, that's how fucked up I was in my mind. I'm so grateful for it. It takes so much for a person to truly hurt me. I think at this point, the only thing that can truly hurt me is, you know, God forbid, an accident happening in the family, like someone getting into an accident or someone messing with my son. That's something that I take personally, and I'm going to, you know, throw the blows with you if that's what happens. But other than that, there's really nothing or no one that can have that big effect, even when it comes to love or someone that I'm truly, you know, immersed in. If I was to hear something bad right now, if I was to hear, Lissette, your boyfriend's cheating on you right now, I'll be like, damn, he's stupid as fuck, because I'm awesome. You're lost. That's how I see things right now, guys. So it's just, that's where you guys are. You're at a point where it's just like, you know what? I can do this. You know, I'm hot shit. So it's like you're realizing your power. You're realizing that there's things that you have to go through and there's things that you have to learn. And had you not learned those lessons in such terrible ways, then it wouldn't have stuck the way that it did. But also keep in mind, if you're in the process right now where you're going through something painful, that lesson is going to keep coming until you learn it and until you avoid it. Okay? So if you feel like you've been dating, you know, shitty people, but they all end up being the same person, it's because there's something that you need to learn that you haven't. But also keep in mind that we attract who we are. So I feel like that's a time, you know, right now is a time that everyone's realizing that. The Taurian is realizing that. So you guys are changing your aura. You're changing how you look at the future. You're changing who you surround yourself with. You're changing who you give your energy to and what you give your energy to, because you know you're powerful, but that power has to be directed to something where you guys can actually grow. Okay, so this is awesome. And I feel like every time I do a reading for you guys, it just gets more powerful and more powerful. So if you're going through something difficult, just know that it's necessary for you to learn what it is you have to do to get past certain, you know, roadblocks in life. But you're doing something new. It's going to be big. You're going to be passionate, and you're going to make your mark. Okay, so that's awesome, guys. So, squad, I love you. And, you know, thank you for being so patient, for allowing me to get this reading out 10 days late. But for those of you that do want a personal reading, I do have a new website called highvibrationswithliz.com. It'll be in the description below. For iPhone users, I do have an app, or I'm on an app called InstantGo. So you can download it. I have the link below too. So you can literally just call, or you can text me a question. If you guys do call and I don't answer, I'll let you know when I'm free, when I'm available, because if I'm a little back up on readings, I don't take any calls. Okay. But other than that, guys, when you get these readings, you know, you'll get a confirmation email to let you know how many days you have to wait. Please give me the full amount of days. I'm at the point where I won't respond to people if, you know, they're still within their wait time, just because I'm so busy. And instead of taking, you know, half an hour to an hour emailing like 100 individuals telling them where they are in the process of getting their reading, I would rather just work. So I don't want anyone to take it personally, but just give me the full amount of time. I wanted to get to the point where you just tell me what you need, you tell me what you want to look at, you send me what you need for a reading, and then you just release it. Okay? Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Don't go crazy checking your email. Just know that it's going to come to you in the time promised, okay? So I love you guys, and anything that you need, I'm here for you. But squad, keep it up. And I'm sorry I'm talking so much. Oh my God, I always do this with the squad readings because it's so hard to read myself and, you know, give you guys an unbiased view of everything. But you guys got this. Take care. I love you guys.